Yep.
Okay. Sorry about
we
that,
lost
guys.
some viewers there, but
Yeah, it's okay. They'll come back. Yeah, I see you waving now. Okay. I was showing the guys behind the scenes. Well, it's probably just coincidental, but we were talking about conspiracies and some deeper secrets. Kidding. But then we get shut down. Every time we talk about certain topics, ghost hunting or whatever, things like that happen. But I was showing them.
I'm good.
I was like, was that you? I was showing them behind the scenes. The server we use is out of Dallas, coincidentally, which was kind of funny. No, you're not.
I'm good.
You sure? We'll wait.
I'm good.
But no, anyway, the server we use is out of Dallas, which is kind of funny. We were talking about JFK, and then we get shut down.
Step too far.
God damn government got them. They're on to us.
Every time we maybe get on the trace of what is happening here,
Right.
what did happen, but I don't know. It was a great trip. I can't wait to take y'all guys all out there. We're just gonna have to take a weekend.
Well, we have a weekend in
3-4
mind.
days or something like that.
We got a weekend in mind already, because the anniversary coming up on November 22nd is also a Sunday. So
yes,
hopefully we can do the show from that anniversary date, and we got a connection to hopefully go inside and do the actual show from there maybe. So I'm working on that angle.
That's all on him, not me too.
So it'll be a fun. Because that's the week. That's the right before Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving or something
Let's
like that.
do it. I'm game.
Hey, I'm already thinking about it. I wish it was the week before because that'd be Veterans Day and I'm off that day. So, but we'll make it work. So we're definitely going to try to get down there and do the show. We talked about it a couple years ago during the 50th anniversary, I think it was.
We get that. We need to blast it to everybody.
Oh, we will.
For sure.
We will.
Yeah.
So.
Do it on the rooftop of the depository.
Or suppository.
I don't even know if you're allowed to.
No, I want to do it from the 6th floor if they'll let us in there. Because
Yeah.
you can sign up. They can sometimes will let you film in there. So I don't know if they'll let us do the show from there. It just depends.
Yeah.
So if I can give them enough leeway or enough time to read over our stuff, because they say give them about 3 weeks notice, but if we can send it now sooner than later and start show them what we're about.
Yeah. Get a contract set.
Yep. So we're working on that behind the scenes. That's going to be kind of hopefully fingers crossed.
Right up front, baby.
Yeah,
You just put everybody.
I know. That's all right. You heard me. So yeah, like Jason said, we want to do the walking tour or whatever and film around, and then we'll put that on the show that night too, hopefully. So it'll be fun. Fingers crossed. So
pretty amazing up there.
Yep. We're still alive. Yep. We're not shut down yet.
It's
No
still
government.
No.
So.
So let's talk about some creepy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So every now and then we play our audio evidence and video evidence. I don't know. I can't talk. Like I said, I'm sun drenched, whatever, or fried basically. But anyways, we like to bring different videos to see what these guys think about it and see what the viewers at home think. So, hang on.
See what we can
hang on.
find.
It's doing something weird. Hold on. Okay, I think we're okay. So I went ahead and found some videos on the internet, some stuff that had been circulating recently due to things, and some things have been around for a while now. I thought I had better videos of some of this stuff, but some of the stuff I couldn't find tonight, so I just went with what I could locate again. So give me a second. I'm going to add one here. We can go just see what people think, see what you guys think. Let me get over
Is
here.
this like a fact or fake?
That's what our thing is
what
titled.
We named the episode
That
too.
is in fact what we named the episode. If I
Yep.
would look at the top of the
Yep,
screen.
that's all right. This is why we're doing it, because they do. The only thing we won't do, the only thing we can't do tonight is do experiments on it like they do, which would be kind of fun in itself.
Yes.
Maybe someday we will.
Well, maybe sometime real soon we can start just experimenting on some of the things that we see.
Definitely. So what's the first one I want to play here? Let's see. And we'll just go with this one, because I know Jason and I brought it up a couple podcasts ago, and now we can, with everybody here, we can play it.
Sweet. I don't remember. But.
That's all right. You don't have to remember.
It'll just be brand new again.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, add
I
it.
think I'm losing my brain.
Well,
Hey, it happens.
it just
The heat.
Okay. So you just need the part you guys want your headphones on, probably, so you can.
Oh, right.
Well, actually, this one doesn't have any sound, but you can still get ready for everything else. So, and I'm gonna kill our mics just so we can listen a little closer. So when you guys are red eye, I'll start playing it here. Let me do something real quick here so I can know what. Yeah, well, we'll just play it. Maybe. Oh, it's down here. Hang on.
Do you need yours turned up?
Yeah.
What in the hell?
Good. No more.
Hang on.
A little more. There you go.
Don't know why it's doing this, but oh well. Okay, there we go.
They're definitely catching reflection
Yeah.
because when they head into the dark, they're still catching reflection because of their altitude. So
Yeah, so what that was, people at home, as you can tell, that's the surface of the moon during the day, which is kind of interesting. It's a little bit more, versus night. Usually, most videos of the moon are night. This is during the day. There's a couple things that look like, I don't know what they are. Some people are claiming that it looks like there's a couple of fleet of ships, 3 or maybe 2 or 3.
yeah, there's definitely 3 at least.
That are floating across, and they moved from one end, and then of course they get lost in the darkness. You can't see it, whatever. But I don't know, because there's the old infamous black night that they see
Yeah,
floating around,
yeah.
But
I was thinking that when I was
Uh-huh.
watching it.
But that's
What's
3.
yeah, that's like a fleet.
Who's to say there's not more than one Black Knight?
I know.
Let me I'll get that so people can see what
Yeah,
we're talking
'cause
about. I have
The
it
Black
some-
Knight comes every so often that they see it.
Yeah, randomly.
Yeah.
Randomly,
Yeah,
but I mean, it's
there's
been
no-
documented by everything from people all over the earth to government to, our own astronauts.
Yeah, Leo's gonna get the Black Knight pulled up, but I don't know. What do you think that was real or do you think that was fake?
Or what do you think it is, anyways?
Right.
All the above.
I mean, honestly, it looked like they were moving in formation together.
It did. There was one kind of hanging back a little ways, but
Right.
the two were moving real nice with each other.
Right. So-
I think when it didn't look like they were the same exact shape.
Maybe not.
When you
yeah.
watch it and you look at them, try to look right at them, it looks like they're slightly different shape. It doesn't look like they have a real defined shape, which is sort of like a Black Knight thing. I mean, it's always sort of a different,
Right.
weird.
Hang on,
It's
they
like
can't
a-
see yet. Just trying to get things.
No,
shape, so,
once
you
you
know.
see the
So that's the Black Knight.
the Black Knight, which is just right up here. Every time I see it, it's in different shapes or forms.
Right.
Right there, it almost looks like the door off of Batman's car
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Piece of-
Side, yeah.
Is it just space? Space debris?
trash, yeah.
Is it a satellite?
Is it
but
a
But then
satellite.
some pictures of it are from people here on Earth,
Yeah,
where
who
it's
capture it in
up
a
in the air
very
here.
weird formation.
Yeah.
right.
And this is just one they always see, and it's now it makes sense if it is rotating because it orbits around a spherical
Right.
a spherical planet, whatever, or in this case the moon. But I think it's the moon. Is it the moon or is it
No,
Earth?
it's Earth.
It's Earth, right?
It's
Yeah.
Earth, yeah.
So which satellites do that, and that's how you do a satellite. You throw it up there and it doesn't move; it just
Right.
orbits in the Earth's
But I'm
atmosphere.
not sure it's caught at the same exact time. I think it's always
Yeah.
random.
Yeah, that's just it. It seems to be free floating around the
That's-
atmosphere, basically.
So is there?
That's one thing with if it is caught, just space garbage caught in the orbit, they can time it. They'll know right when it'll come back around.
Yeah,
at least
that's
within
true.
close enough to be
That's
able to
true.
capture
That is true
it
too.
again.
Yeah.
So if this is intelligent, or it's being controlled in a way,
Mm-hmm.
and it's seen in different shapes or whatever, and it may not be the same thing. What if it's over there at the moon, we're seeing the same thing, but it's
Right.
in a fleet of them.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be.
Yeah,
You never
I mean,
know what's on the dark side. Hanging over
that's
there. We
just
don't go
it. You
there.
can't see the dark side.
Yeah,
because
That's where the Transformers are.
The song says there is no dark side.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my god! I was like, what?
But the moon is not flat, dude.
No.
It's not?
Earth is.
It's not.
Earth is, but not the
I'm
moon.
out of here. So you guys that's where I draw the line.
The Earth, the flat earther.
Oh
I
my
can't do it.
god, those guys.
Raise a fan. Who believes in
I'll
flat Earth?
entertain you guys with Bigfoot and all that. I will entertain all that, but I
Have we
I
been
gotta-
to the moon?
gotta draw.
Oh god, you gonna answer that one? You gonna ask that question? I mean,
Well, I just had to bring that up since it came from
I
our
know.
earlier episodes in life.
I just don't. I mean, I don't care if people believe. I just can't get my head around that one.
That we faked it.
Yeah. How many people thinking it's
do
fake?
you know how many people we would have had to pay off
Oh yeah.
to keep it silent that it was not real?
Not enough people died immediately after that.
I
to
know,
make it- to
you
make
know.
it plausible.
Well, you got all of NASA
We
sitting
got
in
an
a big
actual
room.
rocket that was shot off.
Yeah, it came
Everybody
back.
watched it.
Yeah.
Well, you got the whole NASA sitting in that
Yeah.
launch pad room, whatever, watching
would've
all
had to
this,
pay
and
all them
everybody
off
has to
or
keep
kill
the
them.
same
Or,
quiet.
yeah,
Yeah.
threaten them by death or killing their babies and whatever,
Their
to
babies.
keep
Their
them
firstborns.
silent.
But yeah, I don't know. It's now we can go down that rabbit hole, but
Let's.
they're always saying, well, then why can't you see the stars from the sky from when they're shooting video up there? That's one thing.
Why don't you always see the stars when you're outside here on Earth?
I don't know. Well, it depends if you're city light because
Gotta
city
remember
lights.
that was space video from 1969.
Yeah,
Right.
And they also said
It's amazing they could do it.
They said what you're seeing from your TV screen, if you had a TV at that time,
Right.
Right.
you're seeing it from multiple different satellites made in 1960s.
Right.
You know, and it's going from one satellite to another satellite to another satellite. And NASA has since let the actual photographs out. And you can see some stars in the
Okay.
distance, but the actual sun hitting the
Right.
Right.
lunar surface,
It's
and everything,
daytime. You don't see the
And
stars
it's-
in the daytime.
it's going to be bright.
Right.
And taking a photograph, it's going to look different.
Well, I mean, I could shoot that down right now too. Go outside with your camera. That are pretty decent cameras nowadays from your
Right.
phone, and
Shoot me down,
take a. Oh, if I have to. No, I'm kidding. Go outside and try taking pictures of the stars tonight, and
Right.
see if you can get them on there.
I can't. Nope.
I'm just saying. And this is what would you say, 1969, whatever.
Yeah, it's
So-
1969.
So yeah, of
And
course.
the fact that they
These
could
are
accomplish
awesome
That's what I'm saying.
cameras,
the
you
fact
know?
that they could accomplish getting a video for people to watch was
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh hell! I've
You know?
tried to look
Yeah.
at the full moon and take a picture with my phone.
That's my point.
And it looks like shit.
You can't see what you're seeing. You can't take on
Right.
camera on these, even these
can't.
nice ass phones. They're
Right.
they have decent cameras now. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And this was 69. The film.
Yeah.
They're using that whatever it was, reel to reel, not reel to reel, but
They were using the
Oh,
best
they were
technology
using
they
it,
had.
yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that
And-
millimeter at that time.
Yeah.
Might have been 16, but I think it's 8.
Yeah, and like you said, they're shooting it from satellite to even get the imaging down
so
to
people
Earth.
can watch it on the giant
Right.
console TV.
Right.
Yeah, of course you couldn't see every single detail.
Yeah. But that's been the biggest
It's amazing
claim. It's
you
a
could watch it
studio
at all.
set. That's why they couldn't get
Well,
the
Stanley
setting.
Kubrick even was against the
Yeah.
whole thing, even though they're saying he's the one who was directing it.
Right.
Yeah,
And I'm like, really?
Now he's dead, so we can't ask him, darn it.
I know.
Oh well,
Yeah,
what are you gonna do? So that's just one evidence. So what do we think? Space junk? Do we think it's really
God, I don't know.
I'm
aliens? Do we
going
think?
with the Fleet of Black Knights on that one, man. That's where I'm throwing my money on.
Well,
that.
I'll go
I'm
with
gonna play
that.
it one more time because
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see
what
if
if what
look at the
if
shapes of them too.
what if it's not even none of that? What if it's just the surface of the moon? I'm just saying I'm throwing that angle out of it too because I don't know.
What, just like heat
Debris breaking
anomalies
off or something, maybe. So let me get this going.
I don't know. It looks more like it's hovering.
It's
and-
moving.
Because look at the other parts of
Because
the
it
moon.
moves from the lit part to the dark part,
Yeah, there's other parts of the moon.
and then it
that
keeps
show
reflecting off of it for a few seconds when it does move to the dark part.
Yeah. Here we
Yeah.
go again. I think. There it goes. Let me kill our mics.
There's a possible temperature variation for the. You can almost see that one get it too. But you can see that one get it.
Yeah. Off camera, Jake brought up an interesting point. There's a show called out there called The Secrets of Skinwalker Ranch that's been out and it just wrapped up. It was on Travel Channel, I think it
Travel
was.
Channel.
And they had a season finale last week, and he was talking about they did capture some UFO footage, and he mentioned an interesting point. I'll let him tell the story behind that. Go ahead.
Well, I noticed when we were watching the video again that the third ship that comes below the others, when they cross over into the dark portion of the moon for a minute, they are still being reflected by the sun from the light portion of the moon. And if you watch the third one, right before it disappears, there's almost a white mist that forms around it. On the Skinwalker Ranch show, they were going over the different photos of UFOs that they've captured at different times from different places around the ranch. And almost all of them, when you look at them, will have the same sort of white cloud around them.
Right.
They didn't know if it was the pictures of fighter jets and stuff breaking the sound barrier, get that big white ring around them and stuff like that, or if it's a possible, like a straight up temperature variation between the ship and the atmosphere around it from some sort of space age propulsion that we're not aware of.
Yeah.
To move it.
I don't know. I agree with you. I saw that same episode you saw.
And if you watch that,
I can get behind that.
if you go back and watch that, the ships on the moon or whatever they may be, that third one, when it's over the dark area, right before it disappears, it gets sort of that white, sort of same cloud over it as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know what to think. I don't know if it's really aliens or if it's just part of the... Charles said solar flares, but I don't know, since it's the moon, is it lunar flares? I mean...
I don't know if it actually does
The fact that they have shadows
yeah.
Yeah.
is really intriguing. I mean, they have shadows, and then when they cross to the dark side, they're still reflected upon for a minute, which means they have to have some altitude from the surface so that they can continue being reflected upon until they get far enough around there that they disappear. Now, do they disappear because they just get far enough around the curvature of the moon that they stop being reflected on? Or is the mist them breaking into a...
Or they went into a portal.
Right.
Or they went into the moon.
Into the moon.
I'm just kidding.
Right. I mean, there's that too. People think there's big doors.
Did you ever finish watching the Greg and Dana Newkirk show?
No, not all of it.
Okay.
No.
We'll talk about that, and I won't spoil it then by saying what I'm saying. So, but yeah, anyways, so I don't know. I don't know what to think. I'll leave that one on the table. If you want to run it down, what do you think, Jason? Give me your thought.
I'm going to go with that. Those are actual crafts.
Cool.
Yeah.
Jake, what do you think?
Yeah, that's what I think. I think it's a small fleet of crafts.
Dan?
I'm going to go either crafts and Carl kind of on the point too. It could be leftover Apollo components in the atmosphere just swimming around up there.
Could be. Yeah.
You think we would have seen that or been shown that by now?
Yeah, I mean, NASA would have been able to tell us that there's that too.
Yeah.
And there is them guys that just straight up watch the moon all the time.
Yeah.
They're coming out
They
with
would have said
videos
something by that.
that I've tried to watch their videos, and they're like, oh, there's something there, and I just can't see it. But they would have
Seen that.
for sure
Oh, yeah.
seen that and had a million instances of it going by,
Yeah.
Because I mean, what they take everything there, they land, they move about and drop stuff there, but other than that, then they get back in their capsule and they launched off,
Right.
and that was it,
Right.
pretty much. And it went off the space, and then they
I
made
thought
it.
we really just left a flag, didn't we? And the Land
on-
Rover.
Well, you
No.
got the Land
ship's still
Rover,
there.
and
The
then the
Land
actual
Rover,
the legs and all that are still there.
Okay.
So you got that.
Yeah,
on
I
a
think
few
the actual
times-
ship is
on a
there
few
too
times.
still. The Gemini, I think it's there too still.
Yeah, it's whatever
Yeah.
it's like the legs are in that portion of it. Then they
The
launch off.
capsule launch.
They launch off from that.
And everybody says, okay, then why can't you see the flag from the moon? Well, I hear it's sun bleached, whatever. So
Well, yeah, it would be white.
Well,
that's what they say. Plus, it's small up there anyway. You couldn't see it if
Right.
you
Yeah,
wanted
it's
to.
but the size of us standing or size of Jake
Yeah.
standing.
Right,
I
right,
mean,
so-
come on.
I've heard that whole.
It's tiny.
Plus, you'd have to know exactly where that flag
Yeah,
Right.
is.
exactly.
I
So,
mean, we have a pretty powerful telescope at my house that we take out and look at the moon, and you can get you can get it by the time you put the last lens in it. You can change them out.
Yeah.
You can get it to where you're looking at the craters,
Yeah.
but
They're just
you're
hard
not
to
looking
read.
in the craters, and
Yeah.
it's way harder to get that thing pointed at the moon than you would think.
Oh, I'm sure.
Even when you take it out on a night where I live out in the country, so you can take
Mhm.
it out on the night where the moon's just great, big, huge, bright, full moon.
Yeah.
It's still harder than you would imagine to get
Yeah.
it pointed right at it, where you can sit there, and then when you get it, boy, you got to be careful when you get down
Burn
there
your
and
eyes.
look in it. Don't bump and move
Oh.
it, or you're done, man.
Gotcha.
And
Yeah.
then it moves as well.
It
Right.
moves fast.
We're moving, it moves.
Yeah, because
so
we're rotating.
once you get it all
Mhm.
dialed in and you're looking at it, you look at it for a minute, and then I switch with my wife. Okay, you look at it for a minute, and then boom, it's moved away, and then you gotta
Mhm.
you gotta get it again. So
Well-
it's a lot harder.
What I wish they would have done, or could still do, is just send a rover up there and remote control it, and they could like maneuver around
To
up
it.
there, just like they're doing on Mars. Why
Yeah.
can't they do something kind
Yeah.
of like that and test it out, and then prove to everybody, look, there's the car,
Mhm.
there's the flag, there's this and that. And,
Maybe someday.
I mean, it wouldn't be that bad or hard. It's 3 days away.
Right.
Let's just send a message
Send
to
it-
Elon
send it
Musk.
I was gonna say the
Rover
same
up
thing,
there,
Dan.
man.
That's funny. I was thinking the same thing. Maybe Elon Musk will jump on it.
Yeah, I
these
don't
days.
know if I really want him in control of shit.
They're not
Yeah,
controlling
that's
that
all
country,
right.
but
He's doing good with SpaceX.
Yeah.
So.
no.
SpaceX.
Yep. So, all right, we'll go to the next one. Put your headphones on, y'all.
oh shoot,
I don't want to.
Do it.
And sit there quiet.
So,
He's telling us what to do.
I'm gonna get that going and queued up here so people at home can see. It's
What
this
do we
one.
got coming up here?
This one you'll see.
Oh.
I can't tell you. You can hear his footsteps.
It's on a bus.
Nope.
Verga. ¿Qué fue eso? No mames. Verga. ¿Qué fue eso? No mames.
Yeah, he gets close and it leans in and looks at him.
Yep. So what do you guys think about that?
It's like a little gremlin up there or something.
Well, so you guys were asking off camera and they couldn't hear you, obviously. But you said, "What's he doing on an airplane?"
Yeah.
And it's nighttime, obviously.
Right.
He's security somewhere. I think it's in Mexico because you hear him say "verga." That means like fuck or something, whatever. Basically, something like that, or depends on what context you use it in. And then he goes, "No mommies." That means like, "Oh shit!" Kind of wow, and then he runs out the plane. That's when he runs because he sees that shadow because he hears the noise first,
Right.
and then he's like, "What was that?" So he turns the camera back to where he's looking.
So is that normal to be on the plane just checking?
They
Just
are,
doing-
yeah. They're just running through because it wouldn't be any different than checking a building here in U.S. kind of night, and security, just making your
Just
rounds.
a plane that's
consistently.
not being used at
Make
the
sure
moment?
it's probably in an airfield somewhere, but he sees that, he hears the noise and he looks back and he sees that head pop out a couple
Wow.
times and it moves. I
It
mean,
comes out when it gets close to
Uh-huh.
it. It comes out big time.
that's why he
At the
freaks and
end.
that's when he says, "No
Yeah.
mommies," and he runs because it's like, I'm out of here, fuck this, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I would have taken him in
First,
custody.
first question though. Why is he filming?
I don't know if he
Does
has.
he always film?
I don't know if they have like body
Is it
cams
body
on.
cam?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, my only question
Yeah.
is when people do paranormal
Sure.
footage caught on camera, you know, why
Why
are
did
they
they have the
filming?
camera turned
Why
on?
are they
Right.
doing
Yeah,
it?
you always got to question that. Well, I mean, it's the same thing with us.
I know.
Why do we
Well,
film?
we are
and-
going out for a purpose, so that's why we're
Right.
doing it. But he's just checking the plane.
It
Yeah.
did
So,
look like body cam footage to me.
To me,
Did
it
it?
did too.
Okay.
Yeah, just
It
because
may
of.
not have been, but
I would think that too.
that's
It
just
was
my
the
only
right
question
height.
about it.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's always like why do you feel the need to be filming
Yeah.
and you just happen to catch it?
Yeah, but the thing of it too, though, it's a black shadow. It's not as
Right.
if it's a full figured. Okay, I can see you moving.
I know that. I mean, I'm not saying that. That
yeah,
was
yeah.
actually really cool.
Yeah.
I just always question like,
Oh, I
why are
agree.
you filming? So, are you staging this?
Hmm.
You know, so to
And
speak.
right.
if you look at it again, it's kind of transparent in a little bit.
Yeah.
You can see back the door through it. You can kind of see it through it. Not like full, but I mean, you can still see a little bit through it. I feel like it's a real video, honestly. 'Cause I've watched it.
His reaction seems legit.
Yeah.
his reaction is pretty honest.
Yeah, I mean, he's not the best. I mean, he's not a good actor if he. I mean,
Right.
that seems like a genuine reaction to me,
I
but
would have taken the baton to it,
yeah,
maybe.
Then it takes the baton from you
Yeah.
and takes it to you.
Yeah, right.
because I mean that brings a good
The
point.
baton suppository.
Oh no.
Charles says he thinks it's like at an air museum or somewhere, and
Excuse me.
had reports before on that plane, so maybe that's why he was filming. I don't know, but that makes a good point. Maybe they have to make the rounds on every airplane, even
Yeah.
at air
Yeah.
museums, because or even like an airport, like I said, small, big, whatever, depending. Because if this is in Mexico or somewhere, you probably got to worry about drug smugglers and all that stuff constantly loading shit
True.
up or whatever. You know, I'm just throwing
Oh, yeah.
depending because this is definitely not U.S.
Right.
I remember the video. I don't remember his exact location, but yeah, it was the one that I saw a long time ago. I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna watch this, and then I kept watching it. You okay over there?
I'm good.
I think it's real, man. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah.
Looks pretty
Yeah,
promising.
I'll go with real now.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the best shadow figures I've seen for a minute.
Yeah, I mean that clear, especially. Now it was still pretty grainy because it's night vision. Plus,
Right.
I couldn't find any like 1080 HD, whatever that was. I think the best I could find was like a 720. That's what that looks kind of grainy, but
Well, being a body cam, I'd say that's probably a 720.
Yeah.
Especially being in a non socialized country.
mm-hmm.
So
Exactly. So, no, I like that one. That was kind of one of my favorite, better ones. Then there's some more. Some of these, if you ever watch, and I know we've talked about it before, if you ever watched Paranormal Caught on Camera,
Right.
I've seen some of these on there. That's
Yeah.
where I researched them, try to find them, and bring them to the show. So
Very cool.
this is the next
I
one.
love watching that to pick it apart.
Yeah.
they got some good ones.
Oh
They
yeah,
got some really,
they've
really,
got
really
some
bad ones.
terrible ones too.
Yeah, some of them are pretty bad. So this next one is one they showed on there, and I went and found it because I was like, I want to see this better.
Oh,
Once
that's
again-
what it is.
Once again, it's kind of 1080 or 720 or maybe worse, so it's not gonna be the greatest, maybe even 360. But we'll get it going here. Hang on.
Bueno, ya son como las 11 de la noche y la tercera vez que estoy escuchando este ruido de mierda. No sé qué está pasando, pero lo quiero grabar ahora para que después me crea la gente, porque esto nunca me pasó y nada, lo quería grabar, qué sé yo, estoy podrido, la concha de la lora. Tengo mi linterna, no sé para que viera la clase. Dios. Puta que te parió. La puta que te parió. Concha de la lora. La concha de la lora. Pero como mierda puede ser que no haya nada hoy. Ya es la tercera vez. Tercera vez que entro y no hay nada. Dios, me quiero ir. quiero ir. Bueno, ya son como las 11 de la noche y la tercera vez que estoy escuchando este ruido de mierda. No sé qué está pasando, pero lo quiero grabar ahora para que después me crea la gente, porque esto nunca me pasó y nada, lo quería grabar, qué sé yo, estoy podrido, la concha de la lora. Tengo mi linterna, no sé para qué mierda la traje. Dios. Puta que te parió. La puta que te parió. Concha de la lora. La concha de la lora. Pero ¿cómo mierda puede ser que no haya nada hoy? Ya es la tercera vez. Tercera vez que entro y no hay nada.
That's a good one. I like that one.
All right. So what do you guys think about that one?
I hated it.
Pretty
Sucked.
It's
No, that was.
I like that one a lot.
cool. I mean, and once again, it's another
I wasn't
Spanish-speaking country. Making
expecting
Mexico.
the shadow to be
Right. That's
right.
what.
in
That's what I
daylight, like you
like.
said, with the lights on.
Right.
Right, because it'd be easy to fake that if you were trying to with just somebody get behind the door real quick. But he turns and pans to the behind the door pretty
Right.
regularly, pretty immediately, and that shadow's
And
shorter.
the fact that he doesn't see the shadow on his
Right.
video.
Mm-hmm.
And the shadow doesn't cast a shadow.
No.
No, it's see-through.
It's not on the wall.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's
transparent.
Excuse me.
And then you can see it look like it's got an arm. Because
Right,
when it
for
moves,
sure.
the arm comes forward.
Really?
Yes.
You caught that?
Yeah.
I didn't catch that.
That's the body part of it, or the center.
Yeah.
Yeah, the arm just-
middle. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was pretty sweet.
Keep talking. Sorry, hold my bad.
Whoa.
We're moving.
Whoa.
I'm trying to get Jake's shirt cleaned up
Oh,
because of the whole see-through. I don't want to see his heart. He doesn't have one.
no, I liked it. It was
That's me lean in.
I mean, okay, so yes, it's easy to fake it.
Right.
I mean, just start off with somebody up there talking and everything, and run downstairs, the doors opening and closing.
Right.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
You could have photoshopped the
I
person
haven't-
out that was in there, but
right. In 15 years or so, I've never seen a door just opening and closing, and like that.
It usually just does it once. Oh shit.
Yeah,
once
usually
or
we
twice.
just hear it
Right.
once
Yeah.
or we see it once, and
Yeah.
then that's it. But that, it seems to be a trademark thing for Paranormal Caught on Camera
Yeah.
TV show. But that, I mean, he's got pretty good reaction to it, and he does exactly what I would have done: scream at it before you open it up, and charge in,
Yeah,
because he
Right.
does,
Coming to get you.
So,
right,
Yeah.
Right.
I am coming in, and then pop it open, but he pans around, and it's instead of being dark in there, which most
The lights
videos
are
you
on.
would see,
Right.
it's all dark in there. No,
This is
it's
full on.
light. The
Yeah.
lights on, and there's all those uniforms hanging
Yeah,
around,
the
which is
hard
kind
hats
of
and
weird.
Stuff. Looks like a break room or a place where
Charles
you
says
change from your, put your coveralls and your
Yeah.
hard hat on and stuff.
Charles
like
says he's seen that video before too. He said he thinks it's a soccer stadium, a Mexican soccer stadium, visitors building locker room.
that. Okay.
So, but I think the thing that is kind of interesting, could it be faked, of course, but the whole shadow that walks in front,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he doesn't even see it.
No,
He doesn't, or else he'd probably shit himself and ran.
Well, I
Right.
mean, he's
Yeah,
too busy
yeah.
looking around and
Right.
talking, and just probably. I mean, he's filming, but he's probably looking everywhere around.
Well, and that shadow
him,
moves so fast.
Yeah.
Right.
They slow it down. He said he went back and afterward and looked at it, and that's he watched the footage to see what was causing that. And then he's
Yeah.
like, oh shit, there's a shadow there.
Wonder
too.
if he heard any movement in there,
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
no,
being too panicked, sometimes you just don't think about it.
right,
Right.
right. I'm sure his heart was just beating 100
Yeah.
miles an hour, so you don't think to. I mean, I don't know.
I don't
So
know.
what do you think? Faked? Fact? Faked? Paranormal? Nothing?
I say it could be easily
Sure.
faked.
It could
Easily
be.
faked.
Sure.
It could be. You'd have to be way
I'm on the
more
fence
clever
on
than me,
that.
but
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that are.
I'm on the fence of
Mhm.
it. I can't just say that one's legit.
I want it to be legit,
I know.
but
Yeah.
They need
Is
to
it?
fly us
I
in
don't
and
know.
investigate it.
Huh?
They need to fly us in to
I'm
investigate.
not going to
Right.
Mexico. Hell no. Screw
I
that.
think that's Brazil. We'll go to Brazil. Soccer.
Even that's just as
Brazil.
bad too.
yeah, that's
So.
not good. Either.
No, I don't know. What do you think, Roth? Just because I screwed up the first time, I had to keep on going. No, what do you think, Jake? Seriously?
No, like he said, I want it to be real
Mhm.
because it's really cool. I
Yeah.
like looking at it. But
Right.
could it be faked? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You'd have to be way more clever than me, but there's a lot of people that are. So
Oh God. Dan the man, what do you think, sir?
Well, it looks convincing, but again, yeah, it's a shadow.
Yeah.
There is no shadow against the wall. There's no leg movement. It looks
Right,
like there's an arm
right.
move. It's kind of hard to say.
Yeah.
if it was just the door thing, I'd say yeah, they probably
Fake.
faked it and photoshopped out the guy that
Yeah.
was slamming the door.
Or a string or something. or-
But when the shadow happened, it
Well, first-
added a level of legitimacy to it, sort of.
yeah.
When he first come around the corner and the door slapping and you get the first glimpse into the room, I thought I saw something standing there.
Right.
But again, when he walked in there as part of a uniform,
Yeah.
but it looked
Right.
so. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. I
Yeah,
would
I'm-
say
I'm-
up in the air.
Yeah, I'm kind of like you guys. I want to say it's real, but
It's a cool video.
I don't know.
I like watching it.
like I said, when I first saw it on the show, I'm like, whoa, I got to look more into this.
It's way
'cause-
better than some of the ones on this show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, some of them are pretty bad, but some of them make me wonder. I'm like,
The ones that I laugh about is when the fork, picks up from just this one end and it
Yeah.
spins around like that. And I'm like, hey, guys, come on, you gotta do better than the string on
Right.
a fork.
Right.
I got my favorite so far from that series. There's a really good one on
Is there?
It's,
I haven't watched them all, but I've seen some of them, most of them.
it's I don't know, you guys probably the pantry, the glass pantry door, and he opens it up and it's just got real like 6-inch deep slot shelves, and you close it, and every morning about 1:30 in the morning there's a female silhouette. You see her face and everything in it.
I don't know if
Opens
I've
it
seen
up,
that
there's
one.
nothing
I have
else
not
on it.
seen that one.
That is
Wow.
I'll have to find that one because that's interesting to me too. Okay, we'll bring another one here. Give me a second here. I was just making sure that's the video I wanted.
Carl's going to call it real, so yeah.
So it's real.
Carl, have you ever seen doors opening and closing like that at the depot?
I've
Dang
heard
it.
doors open at the depot.
Yeah, I've
but
seen
I haven't
it.
seen it like that.
We heard it. We heard it when we were trying to film for our pilot.
Yeah.
Downstairs, and the what do you call it? One of the stairwells that leads out between that and the Harvey. What's it called? The Harvey Girl, where they
Yeah.
stayed dorms.
No,
Um, And it was raining that night, which was awesome because when I opened the door was dry. So it's like if somebody went out that door, it would have been rained
Yeah.
on. So
Right.
I don't know. We caught it on camera, but it was like the sound mostly. We were upstairs, so I had to run down the flight of stairs to get down there to get it. But nothing.
What you got now?
Nothing. That was it.
Damn
Nope,
it.
that was it. See you guys
All
later.
right. So the next one we got here, just let it play. Funny. All right. So I think we're kind of. You saw the evidence at the end, or the word at the end. What do you guys think?
I don't think that one was real. It looks too. I think it's a good. Looks like a good movie.
Kind of did, didn't it? Looked like a horror movie.
Yeah, with the lights.
I was watching the light flash,
Mm-hmm.
and it should have flickered more. It was literally just an on-off full power flash. It wasn't. There was no flickering like the power's going near.
Yeah, it's just
you
somebody
know.
over there doing that.
Yeah, it was on off,
Yeah.
on off, on off, on off.
I don't know. The way I always kind of looked at things is like it's never really how it looks in the movies, and
Right.
that to me was just like somebody trying to recreate a movie
It looked like
Or-
a good movie. Like,
or-
yeah,
I don't
or
know.
a good Halloween haunted house
right.
time. You know,
Right.
like a fun Halloween. I don't know.
I think the video was well done. I don't think it was real on that one.
Yeah, I'd probably say the same. I don't think it was either. Honestly,
Somebody spent some time on it. Made a cool video for people to watch.
I thought it was over like Japan or somewhere, China or somewhere.
I just think the moment you add, I mean, if it was just nighttime or if it was just all dark and you were hearing that and then they walked up with their flashlights and were seeing that, but when they added the whole flickering of the lights and everything, come
Right.
on.
Yeah, it was too much to make it real. I
Yeah.
mean,
Sorry, I was working on your guys' screen again. Okie dokie. So I think we're all kind of agreement that one's not.
Yes, sir.
I just brought it because you can't have everything, like I was telling you guys, be
Can't all be
real.
No, it's not all real.
Or is it?
And for every one that is, there's 100 that are
Yeah.
faked anywhere from well to laughable.
All right. This one has been. I saw the most recently as far as videos go. I don't know what to think yet, quite yet on it. We'll just play it and see what happens. Or not. Oh, there he goes.
oh,
hidup walaupun ia sudah mati. Dan setiap orang yang hidup telah bersabda dalam kitab Yohanes, Akulah kebangkitan dan hidup. Barang siapa percaya kepadaku, ia akan hidup walaupun ia sudah mati. Dan setiap orang yang hidup telah bersabda dalam kitab Yohanes, Akulah kebangkitan dan hidup. Barang siapa percaya kepadaku, ia akan hidup walaupun ia sudah mati. Dan setiap orang yang hidup telah bersabda dalam kitab Yohanes, Akulah kebangkitan dan hidup. Barang siapa percaya kepadaku, ia akan hidup walaupun ia sudah mati. Dan setiap orang yang hidup
All right. So that was a funeral, supposedly, I think I want to say in Costa Rica.
Okay.
And that's one that I've been circulating, the most recent one I've seen of all these videos, I think in the last probably month or so I'd seen. And I don't know. What do you guys think? Well,
Certainly one of the more unsettling ones to look at once you realize what's going on.
I hate
you
to
know?
think. I mean, it's somebody's funeral, obviously. and
Right.
people at home, you couldn't see it in that little window that supposedly the corpse was waving back. So, I don't know. Go ahead. What do you guys think?
And the people around look legitimately upset.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
mean, they don't see it, right?
No.
They're
I
just
don't
they're
believe
just
so.
there at a
Right.
funeral,
yeah.
listening
Nobody
to the last
really
rites.
reacts to it or
the
anything.
last-
I
Yeah.
suppose it could be a reflection from outside on the glass that the camera catches, but boy, it sure looks like a hand. It looks like you can see the thumb and at least the thumb and one finger of a hand like come over.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you'd have to have everybody on board to do that one little clip.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you were thinking in reality of faking it, everyone would have to show up. You'd have to have the priest there. You'd have to have the casket, and then dig a freaking hole.
Right. And I suppose one
Just
thing I
to have
noticed
one
was,
little
yeah,
movement.
the hole was nowhere near 6 feet deep, but they don't always do that, especially in other countries, you know. I suppose depending on where your water table's at and
Right.
or how much money you have or just customs. That may be just, you know.
Oh, why have a glass viewing window on that? It's just weird.
I don't know either. Yeah, I didn't understand that either.
Well, that's
but-
like back in the old West type style, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it is a third world country, so
Yeah,
maybe they can't afford.
Well, I mean, for a third world
that seems
country, that was a hell of a
fancy.
casket, man. I mean, it had a hood ornament and everything.
I mean, that just seems
It
fancy.
did?
I
Did
mean,
you see it?
I did.
Hang on, keep talking.
No,
I
no.
sent you that video, but it's 2 minutes long.
That's okay. I'm trying to get it cut up real quick
Okay.
behind the scenes.
Oh no, that. What do you think?
I'd say no.
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 You think it's fake?
Yeah.
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 What about
I don't
you?
know. Because, I'll tell you my point here in a minute.
What about you, Jake?
Just a second.
It's probably faked. I really want it to be real because it's really creepy and
Yeah.
I like it.
I do like it. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
I have a weird fascination with coffins.
Right.
It's kinda strange.
My guess.
Don't want to be buried in one, though.
My guess is that it was a reflection from outside that the camera caught and made it look like that, and then later on they went, "Oh look, they waved."
Yeah.
But
Did it have a ring on? I didn't even notice that.
you couldn't really see it. You could just kind of see this and
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's the guy to go in and do all this
It's
stuff.
kinda
So-
stiff.
Maybe that was his
Yeah.
last signal of saying, "I'm alive. Don't bury me."
Bring out
Well,
your
you gotta think about it
dead.
too.
They did it to
I'm
me.
not dead.
If it is a third world country, I mean, they probably don't have the tradition of a bombing and all that fun stuff, and
Right.
so they could still be alive.
Well,
Just
and,
Yeah.
unembalmed and stuff like that, bodies tend to move, gases
Yeah,
move
Yeah, I was going to
around.
say that same thing. That's going to be my argument because it's because you're dead. There's things that have been known to. Oh, dang it! Hang on, this isn't working.
I mean, you can
Let me
read
try
the
this again.
stories from undertakers and stuff about bodies straight up sitting up, moving around,
Right.
rolling off the table.
But when they bury you, your hands are here or here. I mean, that's a lot of movement to come up here.
Unless they buried him like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can just like
Yeah,
move your
yeah.
hand like
Yeah.
that. You just
Yeah.
went like this.
And that's true too. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Crazy stuff.
That is a good one. I haven't seen that one. Did
Yeah,
you get
I've
that
been-
on Factor Faked? Or,
No.
I mean, not Factor Faked, but
The Paranormal Con on camera.
yeah.
No, I saw that one on Facebook. It just popped up on my
Did you?
on my timeline or something. I'm like,
Man,
what
I'm
is
going to have
this?
to send you some now
Yeah,
every time I find one.
Yeah, we could do these Factor Fake shows, man. These are fun.
yeah. Hang on. They don't know. They can't see this at
Yep,
home.
no
I'm recording
No,
this,
you
so
don't want to watch this.
and I can't switch it over yet.
Huh.
So
Okay. I won't watch it.
yeah. But no, I kind of. I'm like you said, Jake. I think. I mean, it's been known to a body to take one last whatever movement, whatever.
Right.
But that I don't know the time frame from when that happened, when they died, to when they're burying them.
I think
Normally,
it
by the
could
time
just
you're in the
depend.
casket, you're not doing that.
Yeah.
But like you said,
It could
Who knows?
depend on climate, whether you got embalmed at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah. I mean, well,
there's a lot of factors play
That
in
one's my
there.
favorite right now.
Charles brings up a good point.
Like
He
this
goes,
one
Yes.
Yeah.
Charles goes, what about voodoo? What if it's somebody who died of voodoo?
Exactly.
well, yeah.
As done up as that casket was, and not trying to sound like an asshole, if it
Uh-huh.
was in Costa Rica and what that casket looked like, that was a Catholic funeral for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, because the cross on there and stuff.
I mean, the crosses, and it's just almost everybody down there like that is Catholic. I'm not being mean, it's just
No.
true.
You're not wrong. So,
Thanks, Spain.
yeah, I don't know. That's that one.
You know, it's just,
That one I found intriguing for sure. I didn't know what to think, honestly.
It's crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
it is.
Give
I
it a
mean, at least it
second
didn't, pop up and look out the glass. That
Right.
one really threw me
here.
off.
I mean,
Right.
I kind of wish it would. That way we can know
Yeah.
for
Right,
sure. Are you
because
really
nobody-
truly dead? I mean,
you could hear people crying, and just it didn't seem like anybody reacted to it. So
yeah. Well, like you said, nobody could see it because it's facing the camera. I mean,
Right.
the guy was
But
shooting
the camera
behind.
guy didn't say anything.
Or maybe he didn't see it.
Maybe he didn't
Maybe
see
he
it.
just
He might
filming.
have to sit there filming.
Who knows? I could never find more details other than I think it was Costa Rica is the most I could find, and then it was just a funeral. I mean, typical burial, whatever, kind of a thing. And
That's pretty sweet.
yeah, it was kind of interesting though. We'll play the next one once Jason gets back here. He had to step out for just a second here, but no, I mean, like I said, I'm with you, Jake. I like doing these videos because we've done our own videos on ourselves, our own
Right.
audio and stuff. It's fun to see other people's take on paranormal or whatever, UFOs to Bigfoot.
Right.
So I tried finding some good Bigfoot videos. I couldn't find anything I liked because they're all so grainy and just,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
Are you
trust him.
saying it's hard to find a good Bigfoot video?
He's the best hider of the world. I mean, the best hide and go seek player ever.
Yep, world
So-
champion. Decades good running now.
Yep. So, give me a second here. We'll get this last one up. Not last one, but this one up here that Jake had, or Dan had sent to me.
I already took a sneak peek at it. It's pretty
Dang it, don't cook.
interesting.
He's pretty
You weren't supposed to
intense,
peek.
Well, why'd you run on the TV screen?
I
then?
had to because I was trying to record on the other one. It wouldn't let me. It was being real weird. Let me get this one up here. And now Jason's back.
Sorry,
No,
There he
you're
is,
fine.
everybody. There he is. Fear not.
Easter Bunny.
look down here.
Let me slouch.
I actually looked. I'm like, what? I didn't know what you're talking about at first. Now I'm with you. Okay, hang on.
Are we ready? No. Okay.
Ah,
We're gonna
damn.
watch Dan's video now.
Yeah. Dan was talking about one off camera.
Very cool.
But wait,
Yeah.
what was your take on the casket one?
Oh,
What do
yeah.
you think?
I don't know. The
Did it scare
voodoo
the shit
part
out of you?
kind of makes me change my mind a little bit. Like, you know, what if?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, again, when you have like a group of people out there doing that, I mean, that's a lot of people to like be in on something
Right.
just for a small little clip.
Yeah.
Small little clip. I look at it from that standpoint. Like, you'd have to have everybody on board to do
Yeah.
a small little clip, to fake it, to put it out there, and get what out of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
So I don't know, but why did they zoom in on the casket at that very moment
Yeah.
just to get that?
I think the video I sent, I can't remember if I sent a enhanced video. Like, I had one that was the original footage, and just played it straight through. I don't remember it zooming in.
Oh, okay,
So
okay. Well, that
this
makes a
guy,
difference.
This guy, whoever had screen grabbed it and did all the stuff,
Zoomed in on
zoomed
it.
in
He
on.
zoomed in.
And
Okay.
that was the best quality of video I could find that was that clear, because the other one's real bad grainy. I'm like,
Yeah.
ugh. But yeah. No, this-
Okay, well, if then the original footage is just, you just had to actually catch it with your own eye,
Mhm.
and there's no zooming in, then I don't know. That changed my mind to,
Yeah.
I think that could be legit.
Like I said, it's not uncommon or unheard of for, like we said, the corpse to move. Or I mean,
Yeah.
you could do that. And I remember this from biology class or anatomy, whatever one, where you would do an experiment on frog legs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You cut the legs off, and they've been dead for how long? Who knows how long? And then teachers get them, whatever, they bring them in. You can put electric pulse charges to them, and they still
Oh yeah.
move on their own. So,
I've seen the chicken, stand
Yeah.
up and chase my brother with no head.
Oh yeah.
oh god, that's one
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it was great
Done
too
that.
because my grandfather did it. He shot it,
Yeah.
then he chopped the head off of it. My brother walks over there to like pluck a feather off. As soon as it did, it stood up and like took after. And I'm like, I was in shock. I was a little kid.
Yeah.
I'd heard stories about it, but it's real.
That's a
It's
real
real.
thing. Yep.
It's
Yep.
crazy.
Yep. So this is one that Dan would want us to see. Get your ears on. So we'll put this out there too, and we'll,
Call this one Dan's Pantry.
Yes.
dang it, click on the wrong one.
See her?
All right. So, yep, that's a video. Just kidding. I don't know, man. That's an interesting one. I mean, the thing that made me laugh, Jake missed the part the door opened on its own in the first place.
I did.
He's like, oh shit, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, the door opens on its own first, and then the guy looks to see if anything's there, of course, and then he shuts the door, and that's when you see
That's when you see the lady's face.
press her
and
hands, yeah, against it and face, and then
So I take it that there is a lot more to it, right?
There is.
Instead of
There's-
just
okay,
because this is just him, like just by coincidence, staring at the moment
yeah,
Right
and
now,
everything.
so he does have video, and I've seen there's a ton of video.
There's
on
more
this.
to it, yeah, I remember that.
It happens between 1:45 and 2 every morning. He's had 3 different paranormal teams come out, and they've all filmed the same thing. And usually, though, she's standing straight up, so she's about 5'6", 5'7", and doing that. They open the door, they close it, she's still there.
Huh.
So there's a lot more video to it. I mean, you can do the research on it, but it's awful interesting. I mean, last time that's the first time I've seen video with actually stuff in the pantry. Usually it's cleaned out. So
So say that one more time. You said they see her face, and then they open it up.
yeah,
And
you
she's
see her
still
standing
there?
there against the glass with her
Yeah.
hands like that. I've never seen her move away from the glass
Oh,
because usually she's on the glass. When they
Mhm.
open the door, she's not there. When they close the door, she's
Yeah.
still there.
I think this is an old video too. I think it's been out I saw it on one show. I don't remember what it was. Maybe Fact or Faked. I don't know when they were watching theirs to decide what they want to look at.
What did they decide?
I think they didn't do it. They thought it was too easy to reproduce in their
Oh,
mind.
okay.
Because remember everything they see, they think, well, we can.
We can either do it or
There's no test. They may even put it to the side, so we'll revisit it if need be.
So my question is the pantry? I mean, it's a small little pantry.
Yeah.
It's small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it makes me also wonder:
Is there
is
another-
it a chance that it opens up on the
Oh, I don't
backside and she could step forward, back up, and boom?
Yeah,
I mean.
Yeah.
that's a good point.
But you also said that's the first time that she's ever backed away.
Yeah,
Normally
first
she's
one I've
still
ever seen
standing
backed away.
there, so
Yeah.
that's
Carl says if you look close, you can see the overlay.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, and there's that too. I was trying to remember
overlay.
I suppose of her on the glass.
like a fake image
Like
pressed against it
overlaying her
and then
image
getting
on there.
pushed away.
Could be. I
Like,
mean, that.
you could trigger that, has them pop up and then pop down, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible. Now it's easy also to fake the door opening too. I mean, if it's
Yeah.
Well,
if it's locked,
yeah.
it doesn't shut all the way, whatever, and you can
Right.
just pull it to string, fishing line, whatever, fish wire. There's also things that and not just us, paranormal teams and shows, they always show the old vacuum effect where you shut a window or door from the other side of the building and
Right,
it
Yes.
sucks
right.
the air out and then it makes the door
Right.
open.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was
So-
kind of my thought on with Wilson. We're down in the soda shop when we open up that door, and all that air kind of like goes from the upstairs down into the to the
Mhm.
basement, and then we open up that other door that goes back into that.
Mhm.
Was
Okay.
that causing movement of the clothing and stuff like?
I could have.
But it didn't.
yeah,
Not that one.
You missed the whole thing because you were going to get somebody. I can't remember who you were going to get. It was just, I think, myself.
Because I came
Br-
back down and you guys were focused on it.
It was
but-
myself and Brendan, which I love being there because he's the biggest skeptic. We
Yeah.
were sitting there watching this thing, and we were just, it's one other guest, I think, or something. We're watching this clothing just moving, and then we're like,
just one piece of clothing, wasn't it?
yeah, and the rack was dusty because it's been sitting down there for a while, and you can see the marks have been moving on the hanger. So we're like, if that's you, make it stop, and then all of a sudden it just goes.
Huh.
And then we're like, okay, move it backwards, do the opposite way, and all of a sudden the thing starts moving the opposite way. So
Yeah.
that's when Casey came down and started filming, but it wasn't having as strong as every reaction with Casey and Renee and Brendan and I. But Brendan, like I said, being there sold me on it because it's like he's a big skeptic. If it's not a physical ghost, him watching push it, he won't be like, it's not
Now
possible.
Wilson is the place where I had a door thing happen to me that was undeniable,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, I have no video of it or anything because I wasn't. It was during the day before we were even doing anything. That night we were just there already from the previous night.
Yeah.
Me and Dan had met up there,
Yeah.
and I was just hanging out in my room.
That's in the hotel
At
part,
the
right?
hotel.
Yeah. And this is at
And-
the soda shop.
Yeah, at
You
the
know,
soda
my wife
shop.
Liz was there, and she left the room,
Yeah.
and I
remember
was just
that.
laying there on the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And it was enough time that I figured she got out, started going down the hallway, forgot something,
Oh,
turned
yeah.
around and came back.
Right.
Because I'm just laying there on the bed, just chilling out, and I see the knob on the door physically turn.
Mm-hmm.
And they're the old, big, heavy,
Oh,
thick, solid wood doors with the brass knobs that you can't open quietly.
Yeah.
I see the knob turn. The door opens. I go to say, what'd you forget?
Right.
Something like that. There's nobody standing there. And then the door just closes, shuts again, all the
Right.
way. Like latches shut all the way.
Well-
and I'm just laying there like,
So
I guess that just happened.
So yesterday, I mean, it's easy to fake doors, but when you have that happen, there's nobody around, and
Right.
none of us are around. So yesterday at home, we're sitting in the living room talking. It's me, Corey, and her daughter, and I was like, okay, well, I need to get up and get going and go run some errands and stuff. And I forget where I was going. I think I was gonna head to Walmart or something, pick something up. And I went in and got my keys and everything like that, and I sat back down for a minute, and then I was like, okay, I gotta get going, 'cause, I'm procrastinating and stuff. I stood up to leave, and the front door, that was my foot.
No, you're missing. There's something talking in my headset.
Oh,
A high-pitched female.
Oh.
And she was talking. You're like,
well,
keep talking.
as soon as I stood up to leave, my front door, the handle turned, and the front door opened for me.
Huh.
Really?
Yeah. All three of us, just looking at it, going, "What the hell's that?"
Right.
Now, granted, her son, or it was a cousin, had left, but he left 45 minutes ago, an hour ago.
Yeah.
But he pulled it shut, and there's nothing to it,
Well, you saw the knob, right?
and you could hear the knob actually turning.
Oh, wow.
So that was
And
the thing with
everything.
mine was
You
I
could
saw
hear
the
it.
knob turn.
Now
I saw the knob turn and the door open.
We have one of the baby, clamp things on the
Yeah.
on the round thing, so he can't do it.
Right.
But you could hear the actual sound of the door handle being touched and
That's
turned.
crazy.
And it opens up and just slowly opens all the way. And it's like,
Huh.
okay, that shouldn't have happened. So,
Oddly enough, on my deal later that night when we were investigating, we had our group and was going around the hotel, and I was telling them about the door opening. And we were near the room, and I kind of pointed to it when I was telling them. And they said, "That room right there, that's your room?" And I said, "Yeah, why?" And they said, "Well, we came down to go to dinner earlier, and that door was just wide open."
Oh, Jesus.
And I was like, "Well, we haven't been in there for a while. Like, we would have not been in there when you saw that, and we haven't been in there since. We've been out and about, getting ready, eating ourselves, getting ready for investigation." Well, yeah, that was an odd way to say that. But,
Oh,
we
my
went to
God.
dinner,
Okay, thank
got
you.
ready for investigation, set everything up. We hadn't been in the room for a long time, so there was no way that we would have been in there. And they were like, "Yeah, we walked by, it was wide open. We thought it was strange. We walked by a little later on, and it was closed again." And so
Right.
naturally, I walked over to it and checked it. It was shut all the way. It was locked. Everything else, you couldn't open it. But it was the same door I saw open and close. And then they said they randomly walked by, and it was just all the way open, just wide open.
right.
And it was locked, shut and locked when I checked it. So I don't know.
I think I even remember people talking to you about it, and
Yeah.
they're like,
I
"No, we
did
locked
too.
it. We
Yeah.
closed it."
And we
They're like,
checked
"No,
it, and
it
it was
was-
still closed and locked.
They're like, "No, we walked by, and it was wide open."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I was trying to find photos.
I don't know.
of the
I mean,
place.
the door phenomenon is weird. You can easily fake it, but when you're by yourself, or that's
There's nobody
locked,
there.
it's closed, and nothing's happening, and then somebody comes in.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Right.
kind of like room 211
Mhm.
there at the same hotel. They said that one story there is that a mother and daughter was dropped off by by the dad. He went out. I think he had to go into town and do something. He said, "Just get a room. We'll stay here tonight and everything. I'll be back." And so they go up to room 211, which is the room with the bunk beds.
Yep.
And they were in there for just a short time, and they hear like the key go in and turn, and the lock turns, and the door handle starts to turn and open, and thinking that it's her husband, she goes and opens it, and there's nobody there.
I've seen
You
it,
know?
and I believe her.
So
Oh, I do.
Granted, they didn't stay there that night. Once he got there, they left. They were like,
Oh,
nope.
come on, I stayed there.
Hey, we've stayed in that room a few times, didn't we, Leo?
Oh yeah, that's
You
the
know?
first time I went there. I heard the door open middle of the night and slam. That I jumped out of bed. You know me.
And how I missed that?
Well, the thing
I was
is,
asleep.
I have to wear headphones because of all that. Because I get in.
I wear no headphones, and
Things
I was
bug
on
me
the top
constantly.
bunk.
Yeah,
How
and
did I miss that?
You were sleeping.
I was passed out.
you just took your headphones off again. She just talked again. I looked at you because you had yours on 2 minutes ago and you missed it too. Okay, I'll show the screen here. This kind of does it a little bit of justice. On the right of the picture is one of the doors, so you can see how heavy the door is, kind of.
They're the old solid
Yeah.
doors with the brass flat doorknobs.
Yeah. One of my favorite things is one of the claims was you can see those shutters to the left. Each door, not each door, a lot of the doors have shutters on there, and I have another picture of that here I can show in just a second of,
For back in the day when they didn't have AC.
yeah, they would just shut them or open them and leave the door open and shut the shutters only. Oh crap, that was the right one. Dang it.
They also have the windows that open above the door,
Yeah, right.
that open outwards.
What I was going to say was, hang on, let me get a better picture. I thought I had a better one. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, yeah, you can kind of see the shutters on these doors. One of the claims when we first started going there was a couple of construction guys staying there, and there was only 2 guys in the whole building other than the workers, and they were staying on the 3rd floor, which happens to be one of the more haunted floors of the Midland Railroad Hotel. And anyways, they went outside to smoke on the front steps, whatever, and the girl that was working there that day happened to be out there smoking too. So they were just chatting it up, and stuff like that. So they go back upstairs, and they're like, come barreling down the stairs, they're like, did you go up there and open up all those shutters in that hallway, whatever? And she's like, no, you saw me out here with you. Why? What's going on? They start freaking out. They're all pushed open in the hallway, so you can see them all open, not even pushing against the wall, because normally they're against the wall.
Right. Oh, they were just hanging out?
All of them.
Straight open?
Yep, and they're like, you were just playing a trick on us, right? She's like, I would have to run up the stairs behind you guys and make sure I meet you up there to get there before you and do all those. But you saw me out here. I was just with you, smoking. No, I did not go up there and push them. There was nobody else in there. When we were there, that's one thing we tested. We were like out there, and one of the questions I asked is, if you're here with us, can you make a noise, make one of these shutters move, and you can hear the thing rattling.
Really?
I should try to find that real quick since we have a few minutes left.
So that photograph that you have there, is that really close to 309?
It's in front of 309.
That would be...
Facing back towards the corner.
Oh, wait.
No.
309's up there to the left.
It'd be behind you because there's no elevator. 309 faces the elevator.
That's right.
So this is facing down the opposite hallway. It might not even be the same hallway. This could be...
That's right.
I don't know which one this is, because if I remember right, this might be...
That might be 2nd floor.
Well, 2nd floor has the same kind of layout too. I don't know which floor this is actually. That's kind of interesting now you say that. Because if it was the same 309, you were in the same.
Yeah,
that's
that's
a little
right.
girl's room. There'd be a door. You see the elevator right there at the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
That's probably 2nd floor.
I think I have a picture of that too. Honestly, no, I do not actually.
That's okay. I interrupted you. What were you going to show?
Oh, well, this is the one you were asking about right here. Wait a minute. I guess you can see the elevator because this is looking towards 309. 309 would be the one on the very left, down the hallway to the left, so the elevator's out of sight. Because right now I think I'm taking it for right in front of 305, I think it is, the sheriff's room.
Yeah, okay.
So, I don't know. I was going to try to find that audio of me asking that question, if I can find it real quick.
Well, that's the same hallway that I had the beer bottle
Yeah.
up here.
The very first time you were there, yep. Tell that story while I try to find this, if you don't mind.
Well, I was up there getting a tour. It was my first time there. I was dropping off some flyers for the hotel in our first event that was coming up, and one of the girls who was manning the front desk, she said, "Let me give you a walkthrough." So I'd already heard the stories of 309, 305, and all that, and she took me down in the basement
Heyo.
first, and she was showing me where the bar is and where everybody eats, but it was closed down. It was middle of the afternoon, and I looked at the bar and everything, and I just made the funny comment. I was like, "Oh, I could go for a cold beer right now," after that drive all the way there.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, stay for a couple more hours. You can." I'm like, "No, I'm getting home as soon as I can." And she takes me upstairs. We're on the 3rd floor, and we go around the corner to go into 309. We came around that corner that's down at the end of the hallway. We come around, and we see that there's the housekeeping is inside cleaning up the room. So I didn't want to bother him or anything like that. So I turned back around and just backtracked where I was coming from, and she was with me. And I turn around, there's a beer bottle, half drank, but open, right in the floor.
It's in the middle of the floor?
Yeah, I would have tripped right over it had, coming from that direction.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I made that comment down in the basement, and I'm like, is this possible? So we go back in, we talk to the housekeeping, and they're like, "No, we didn't do that. Why would?" And there was nobody else on the floor. Everybody else had checked out already.
So what the person that worked there have to say about it?
She goes, "This kind of goes along with the stories, This is
Right.
another one for the books, She's like, "We have a book downstairs that we."
Missed it again. Keep talking.
I keep missing.
Yeah.
Anyway, but they have a book down there at the front desk that they used to keep stories. Like people come to them and tell,
that's right.
and they try to write down as many as they could
Is that you?
with everything.
That might be upstairs.
But yeah, that's my story. You go ahead
Yeah.
now.
Okay, so this is down the same hallway. It'd be towards the end of the hallway. We were the very first time we went there. Jason and them, Roth and Larry went up there the night before. I met them that Saturday because I had to work Saturday morning. So we just had the run of the place pretty much, and we were just recording and stuff, asking questions, and just having some fun. Anyways, so I'm talking about because the lady had just told us there in the day about the shutters getting open. So you hear me ask questions about it, and then you'll hear the shutters move. So hang on one second, I'll put it on here. They say that you like to open up all these little wooden doors, these shutters. Do it. I don't think you can. Some feedback. They say that you like to open up all these little wooden doors, these shutters. Do it. I don't think you can. They say that you like to open up all these little wooden doors, these shutters. Do it. I don't think you can. They say that you like to open up all these little wooden doors, these shutters. Do it. I don't think you can. Okay, so it was real small and subtle, but you could hear just the banging, like the shutters themselves moving.
The thump at the end.
Yeah, and we're sitting perfectly still. Like I said, it's just Jason and I in the hallway. Roth and Larry are in room 309 at the time, I believe, or 305, one of the two.
305.
Yeah, they were in one of the two. We rotated back and forth.
Yeah.
Which Jason and I had a crazy time in 305 in the beginning because we were hearing the sheriff talk to us through the SB7 box. I mean, it was talking to us.
Movement inside the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
It was just shuffling around, pacing back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Which that's the area he hung himself or was hanged, depending on how you... Well, which I asked him that question. He said he was
that's
hanged.
a whole nother deal. That's a whole nother rabbit hole to jump down.
Right. Yep. I'll have to get Casey to give me the evidence because I have some follow-up too. Remember the house that's off the property next door to his?
Yeah.
we found out some more details about it. He sent. Did he tell you? Did he call you?
Nope,
Oh,
nope.
okay. We'll do that for that. He told me. To
Okay,
He
next
told me.
time.
He told me let him know when we talk about that. He'll get on. So.
Okay, sweet.
So we're at 9 o'clock actually, right out in the hour. So this is probably a good time to wrap up for the evening. We'll bring that up. More Wilson stories coming up soon with more evidence, because I had some good ones that these guys have never seen, including the famous me taunting the thing in the basement where the guest loses her shit because it responds to me. And
Oh, I love that. I love that
so
footage.
that's what I do. So I have it on audio and video.
Maybe
so.
I can get the FLIR image I have of the basement there as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. So maybe that'll be one of our next upcoming episodes. But in the meantime, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on notifications on that when we go live, whether it be for the podcast, whether it be for a ghost hunt, whether it be for whatever. You go live with us. We still have to do our redo of 100 coming up. We went and did some small shooting about last weekend we did that
Last weekend.
at the place, just kind of give it a test run, and we had some cool stuff happening right
Yeah,
there.
That image there.
Yeah, we had some cool stuff going on that night, which I can't wait to get that stuff, because it blew my mind with my eyes and also with video. So we'll get that up coming up too. So, yeah, that's it for this evening. It's good. The time flies when you're having fun. So, unfortunately, but this is the Cryptic Heartland podcast. This is episode 103. We'll be back with 104 next weekend, I believe. I don't think there's anything going on, so hopefully we can get it going. Other than all of our cases that are coming due. So, but in the meantime, I'm Leo. You got Jason, not Roth. You got Jake. And you got Dan. We're Cryptic Heartland. We'll see you next weekend, guys.
Bye.
Bye.